Hi guys. We're going to make this very snappy. We're going to be talking about the trending celebrity couple, Korea and Justine. Recently, there's been a trending topic about a famous dancer, Korea. I'm her fan, number one fan. And it's been everywhere that her marriage has been on the verge of breaking up. Her husband came out and said that they're having a divorce. He also made a comment on a blog saying that his wife is a narcissist and she's been cheating and blah, blah, blah. A lot of us would have come across these messages. It's trending everywhere online. So I decided that we should talk about it because as a relationship therapist, their story is very relatable to every marriage. A lot of marriages are going through that phase. So it's easy for us to use them as a point of contact, is that we repeat people's mistakes. That's the reason why we always fall victims. A lot of people shy away from topics like this because you hear things like, mind your business, it's not your business, mind your business. It is the same minding of business that puts you in a very difficult situation. Anything that has been brought to the public has been made public business. And oftentimes, that is why we say keep your relationship and your marriage private. The moment it comes up to the social media, definitely, people would always use you as a topic or a point of conversation. Let's quickly go into the main topic. There are some questions people have been asking, A couple of people have sent me messages. I got some of these questions on blogs and all that. Now, the few questions a lot of people have been asking. Number one, what is the meaning of narcissist? Because Kora's husband came out to say that Kora is a narcissist. Now, I'm quickly going to explain. Narcissist is somebody who is manipulative, somebody who is controlling, somebody who always wants to play victim. Yes, a narcissist is that person who is a freak. They always want to manipulate you, control you, and always feel like the victim. A lot of us have narcissists around us. It could be your husband, it could be your wife, it could be your brother, it could be your sister, or it could be your neighbor. Yes, oftentimes in a relationship and in a marriage, one person is always a narcissist. Some people don't even know that they're narcissists. Yeah, that's a narcissist. I'm giving you my own plain definition. Number two, a lot of people were asking, why did the man speak up in public? When you go through the comment section on different blogs, you hear a lot of women saying, why did he come out in public? After all, the woman just gave birth. The man is wicked. You would have given the woman time. A lot of people said that. First of all, before people bring their matter in public, they would have tried in private. Many people say it's a stunt. Many people say it's clout. But it shows you that a lot of people are not intelligent. If you say it's a stunt or you say it is clout, it simply means you're not intelligent. You're a daft. Because if you're an intelligent person, you will see expression. You will see that there is something wrong. For you to say it is clout, you're just trying to deceive yourself. There's a problem in their marriage, which is normal. When people come and say, mind your business, don't talk about people's divorce, it simply means you are abnormal. It is not, this thing that is going on in their marriage is very normal in every marriage. Every marriage have witnessed this thing going on. Yes, it's not new. The difference is the fact that theirs is public. Some people also said, so all this while they've been fighting since 2018. How come they put it in public? It's the same way you'll be fighting with your husband and neighbors will come and you'll be smiling. When your husband is having a heated quarrel and a neighbor knocks on your door, when they close the door, you continue to fight. It's the same way you and your husband will be fighting when your children come around. You do, it's fine, baby. When your kids go, you continue. That is what is called privacy and public. Public is a show. You put up a show for the public. The earlier you begin to understand it, the better for you. What is happening between Kora and her husband is not abnormal. It is very normal. It happens in every marriage. So you don't expect people to put out their misunderstanding in public. No, what comes out to the public are the things that you have edited, the beautiful things that come out in public. I've told you guys this before. Even if you put out your fights on Instagram, they'll ban you. There are some certain things that are supposed to be done privately. Some people ask, why did he speak out publicly when Korea have just given birth? I applaud the man for speaking out publicly. Oftentimes, in this part of the world, men are not supposed to talk. For people to voice out publicly, it simply means they've been trying privately. Like I said, the reason why I don't bring my relationship matters to the social media is because this place is filled with children. A lot of people are so shallow. A lot of people are so small. They don't think beyond their nose. So you just see different children throwing tantrums and all. Not very few people are actually versed on this app, right? It's okay for him to bring it public. For him to have come out public to say the things that he said, it simply means he might have been trying privately. And sometimes you need to bring some certainty in public for some people to actually pay attention. There are some people that will never listen until you come and shout outside. It happens in a lot of marriage and relationship. Until you go to the man's office, until you come out and the neighbor hear your voice. Some people don't pay attention until you carry a microphone. Exactly. So it's very okay for the man to come out public. That is called expression. When you express yourself, you feel better. Now, everything Kora's husband has said publicly might not be true, because what he voiced out publicly is called feeling. Feelings are not always true. Feelings is just the way you perceive things. It's a perception. And the reason why marriage often go bad so many times is because we bottle up our feelings. Feelings starts from assumption. When you feel a certain way, you are not sure. That's the reason why sometimes you want your spouses to tell you, I love you. You want them to say something. When they say those things, it actually helps your feelings become more true. When you think that somebody loves you and you ask them, do you love me? And they say, yes, I love you. It now makes that thing that you feel authentic, because they open their mouth to tell you that I love you. It now sealed that thing that you're assuming in your heart. Now, oftentimes, men bottle up their feelings. So many men have assumptions in their head. You get? Because a lot of men will bottle up their feeling from 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2020, 2023. So they've built up so much assumptions in their head. They don't ask questions. In this part of the world, men are not allowed to talk. If you talk, they say you're talking like a woman. If you express yourself, they say you are nagging, you are ranting. So many men bottle up feelings. That is the birth of assumption. When your feeling is being bottled up, you'll be assuming too many things that are not true. Because you are not free to ask questions. You are afraid that when you have asked questions, it will turn to fights. So sometimes you just be assuming. Now, you begin to believe your assumptions. Your assumptions are not true. Oftentimes, those things you feel are lies. The only time you can get a clarification is except you talk about it. That is the essence of communication in marriage. I feel, baby, I'm feeling you don't love me anymore. Oh, baby, that's not true. The reason why you think I don't love you anymore is because the job in the office became so much. They gave me a target of 10 billion. So I'm distracted and I'm running up and down. I still love you, my baby. But just give me time. Let me be able to meet up my targets in the office. I'm distracted. You will now see that that thing she was feeling wasn't true. The reason why you drifted away was because there was something preoccupying your mind. That's the reason why as relationship therapists, we used to preach communication, communication, communication. But if she did not express herself, she might start assuming that her husband is cheating. Just because he's withdrawn for a particular time. Assumptions begin to mess with your head. Oftentimes, what used to destroy relationship and marriage is assumption. Very few people have evidences in marriage. You'll be hearing she cheated, he cheated. Most of those things are assumptions because there's a breach of communications. You begin to believe those feelings that are not true. I don't know if you understand my point. Exactly. So it is okay for the man to voice out. I actually like the way the Justine voiced out, because first of all, the reason why it became a thing for concern is because this Justine, which is Kora's husband, he's not even a talking type. We know him for supporting his wife. We know him for loving his wife. In fact, I don't even think I've even heard Justine speak. Every time I see Kora's husband, it's either with her, making videos for her, supporting her, or loving her. So for him to speak out is a cause for concern, because this is a man that doesn't talk. You cannot say he wants to spoil his wife's image. No, because this is somebody that practically built his wife. I admire their friendship. I call Kora magic. I call her husband a magician. because she's the magic, and he always make the magic come alive. Do you understand? So for him to voice out, it is very okay. Whether he voiced out after childbirth or before childbirth, we don't know what transpired. We don't know what has been going on between the both of them. We don't know the misunderstanding. We don't know the perception. We don't know what he has been, bottling up inside. So for him coming out to express himself, it is very, very okay. It is from expression you get to know where the problem is. The problem with we as human beings is that we always want people to shut up. Shut up, shut up, shut up, mind your business. Imagine if everybody mind their business. A lot of you would die in silence now. It's because you have people like us that are talking that you are watching. Imagine all of us are like you. We just decide to keep our mind up. Who will you be watching? Who will you be using to cure depression? Who will you be using for entertainment? Who will you be listening to? It's because everybody wants to bottle up their feelings. Mind your business, mind your business. But when the thing starts, when you are in love, mind your business. But when the team begin to gbas, you are looking for who will help you. Justice for this one. So it is too minding your business. We don't get to find solution. We just bottle up feelings because oftentimes you see marriages breaking up like this. It's an explosion. What is happening between Korea and her husband is called explosion. That point you have endured, because there was a write-up the husband wrote where he said, I've been enduring it since 2018. So it's a bottle up feeling. And one day he wakes up and he explodes, and somebody's telling me he's clout chasing. They want to sell book. It's an explosion. That's the reason why you are asking yourself, what happened? How can it just come? It's an explosion. When you bottle up your feelings so much, you can explode at any time when people least expect it. That's the honest truth. But when you communicate, you hardly explode. So you don't know what she has been putting inside, the assumptions, the feelings, the lack of communications. I don't want to talk. I don't want my wife to lose her career. You don't know how long he has considered this. Do you understand my point? So it's very okay for the man to voice out. So number 2, why did the man speak up in public? A lot of people are actually still saying, why did the man speak up in public? It's okay for him to speak up in public. After all, their relationship was public. Yes. If you're a public figure, it's okay to speak up in public. Because your life is an example. Your life, people are looking at you. So speaking up in public is not wrong if you're a public figure. Yes. Because the same thing these couples are doing in public is the same thing they are going to go and do in court. You know, a lot of you are so ignorant. You don't know anything about divorce. Some of you just sit on Facebook and be shouting, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid. When people like us who are well experienced, people like us who have gone through divorce, who understand the 4 walls of divorce and what the court looks like, when we are talking, you'll be running your dirty mouth instead of you to pay attention. Some of you don't know jack about divorce. So when we talk, listen, you should be opportune that you're getting these sessions for free. You're not paying for it. So, good. The same thing you do on the social media is the same thing you're going to go and do in the law court. You're going to be expressing yourself to a judge. Yes. You'll be expressing yourself to a judge. You'll be so it's about expression. Do you know the meaning of courts? Courts will help you express yourself and give you time to reconcile. Because when you express yourself, you feel lighter. That is the reason why in courts, they will join. It's when they now see that the both couples are harmful to each other. That's when they can divorce the both of you. Like me as Okoro Blessing, it took me 5 years to divorce. And the reason why it lingered is because, they want to drag. Oftentimes, courts don't necessarily want to divorce you. The reason why oftentimes they take time in court is because they want to see if the couples will come to an amicable ground. If the couples do not come to an amicable ground, it simply means that they will become harm to themselves. The courts will have to grant divorce. Like I said, some people don't know the meaning of divorce. Divorce simply means let us not kill each other. Let's live and be watching each other grow. That's the meaning of divorce. But some people will be shouting, God forbid, we will not divorce in Jesus' name until one person die. They don't used to shout this, God forbid, until one person die. The only time people will accept divorce is except man key wife or wife key man. It's to show you that people are so ignorant. People don't have to die before they separate. People don't have to die before they let go. People don't have to die before the divorce. Divorce is not a crime. Divorce is like survival. We have tried and things are not working. Let's go our separate. But no, the ignorant, shallow people. No, God forbid, until one person die. The only time they used to accept divorce is except there's a death. You don't have to die. You don't have to die to let people go. Death is not supposed to separate you and somebody. We can actually be alive, living our lives, telling our stories without dying. That is the meaning of divorce. For those of you who are completely ignorant about divorce. Then number 3, somebody asked, why did he not wait for some time? She just gave birth. A lot of people are saying, why didn't the husband wait for some time? You could, like I said, it's an explosion. You can explode anytime. Explosion doesn't have control. It's like a ticking time bomb. Pim, pim, pim. Explosion simply means you have exhausted your patience. So when you want to explode, at that point, you don't care. You don't care. All those periods you have been bottling things up. You have been, enduring. When you explode, you become shameless. I don't care anymore. You're ready to let everything go. Everything should just get out. It simply means you have piled up. There is no more space inside that bottle. So I think that's what happened to Korah's husband. It's okay for you to explode. Very, very okay for you to explode. Then number 4, people are also asking, is it a joke or a stunt? I don't think it's a joke or it's a stunt. If they both want to reconcile, they can come and tell you that it's a joke or it's a stunt. But honestly speaking, something is going wrong. Something is going wrong in their marriage, and I feel it's a breach of conversation. So I don't think it's a joke or it's a stunt. Did Korah really cheat? At this point in time, so long as there is no evidence, I'm going to tell you something. If a man wants to divorce a woman, the first thing he talks about is cheating. If a woman wants to divorce a man, the first thing she talks about is domestic violence and cheating. Those are the 2 things people talk about. A man will say, my wife cheated. A woman will say, my husband beats me and want to kill me. That's the general thing that we know that when public hear, they will come and frown at, right? Korah might not have cheated. He might when a man is upset, the first thing he accuses his wife of is infidelity. Because at that point, there's a breach of conversation. There is no accountability. You don't know what's going on with the person. This person might be on their own. You might always see your wife on her phone. You will just conclude within yourself, because we have lost that breach of communication, accountability, you no longer tell me where you're going to. I no longer tell you where. You can just assume that somebody's cheating. So I don't think at this point, because there is no evidence of the cheating, so it could just be breach of conversation, the way he feels. It's okay for you to feel that your wife is cheating. It's still okay for you to feel that your husband is cheating. Do you understand? That's what I said. Oftentimes when you feel that way, you have to talk about it. You have to communicate about it, because it's a feeling. Many times your feelings is a lie. Your feelings are not always true. Your feelings are just perceptions and assumptions accumulated in your head. And that's why no matter how you feel, you have to talk about it. Then number 5, is Korah a narcissist, as her husband claimed? We don't know. Oftentimes, like I said, every one of us have an attribute of narcissism. Now, outside the country where Korah lives, their way of life is different from our way of life. The same nagging that many of us are going to do in Nigeria and get away with it, an American man will call it narcissism. This nag that all of us used to nag. Because you women, all of you have attributes of narcissists. If you are a nag outside the country, they will group you as a narcissist now. Yes. All you women that used to hold your husband in shirt when he cheated on you, narcissist. Marriage is not a sham. Marriage is a beautiful thing. But like I said, we have so many ignorant people. Even from my comment section, you will see a lot of foolishness in my comment section. Yes. You can imagine the kind of people that come and judge your marriage. Now, if you read Blessing CEO's comment section, even on this live, you will see so many amount of foolishness. You see so many amounts of stupidity. These are the people that you allow to come and judge your marriage. People that don't even have sense. All these Facebook miscreants. Very few people actually have sense. Very few people actually pay attention. So these are the people that you bring your relationship and marital issues to come and be judging. So they can't even make a complete statement. These are the people that you are seeking validation from. So marriage is not a sham, but the difference is that you people are displaying these beautiful things to people who do not see anything beautiful in life. Do you understand my point? Now, a smart person will understand that whatever is happening between Korah and her husband is normal. Very normal. There's nothing new that wants to happen to Korah and her husband that has not happened to anybody. The difference is, do they want to make it work? If they want to make it work, they'll come together and make it work. But their marriage is not a shock. Often perfect marriages always have problems. Most of the perfect marriages that we see have a lot of problems. Most of the marriages that are lasting have a lot of problems. It's just depending on how you manage these problems behind closed doors before you get out. And the only way you can manage this problem behind closed doors is expression. Because now in marriage, this one is saying, shut up, let me talk. In marriage, it's either the man is shutting the woman up or the woman is shutting the man up. Like I said in one of my previous posts, One person always want to supersede the next person. One person want to be talking. He doesn't want the other one to talk. There's one person that is always feeling like I helped you in this marriage. Everybody wants marriage, but nobody wants to work. You want to marry a woman and leave the work for her. You want to marry a man and leave the work for him. All of you want marriage, but you don't want to work. Marriage is like a title. A lot of people who are loving Korea and her husband, they're only enjoying the display of Korea and her husband. They like the entertainment. They don't like Korea. They don't like the husband. It's just that entertainment. So we're not going to see this Oyibona and this Blackie where they always come dance. Hey, this fine couple where they always come give us. It's just the entertainment for them. It is the entertainment for them and nothing more. So it is just what they are going to miss. It's like Big Brother. Hey, we're not going to see these people again for television. Oh, yes. It's not genuine love. That's the truth. I've been married before. There is nothing as beautiful as having somebody around you. There is nothing as beautiful as having companion. It can never be underrated. You can't do everything by yourself. Jagaban, I too strong. You can't do it by yourself. You can't talk to yourself. So you need companion. Marriage is beautiful. But the fact is, we keep choosing the wrong companion. That's why it looks as if all of us want to be alone. It's because some of you are married, you cannot talk to your husband. The major things that make you get married, you don't enjoy it in marriage. That's why it looks as if everybody wants to come out, everybody's single, everybody's that. Because the major reason why we get married, when we get married, we don't even enjoy those benefits. That's the honest truth. So that's the reason why they will tell you, put in work. Marriage is work. If you don't want to work, stay single. Marriage is not hard like people are saying it. It is people that are in the marriage that is hard. Marriage is not marriage, it's the people. Some of you are just too hard. Some of you are not ready. Some of you just want title. Some of you are the ones spoiling this name called marriage. That's the honest truth. Some of you are the ones that are making the marriage scary. This thing that is happening between Korea and her husband is normal. It will happen in your own marriage. There is no God forbid here. God forbid my marriage will not spoil in Jesus' name. Your marriage will break up and make up. The real meaning of marriage is the fact that you break up and you make up. But for breaking up in marriage, you're not going to break up. It's just like when you tell your boyfriend it's over. It's over, I'm not doing again. Do you know how many times you say it's over in a relationship? You go carry your bag, the guy will come beg you, you go come back. It's over! It's over! It's over! It's over! You carry your bag, the guy will come beg you. That's marriage. And sometimes you say, I'm not doing again. I'm going to my father's house. Husband will come beg, wife will come beg. That's marriage. If you cannot break up and make up, forget it. So there is no magic. All these things you are saying, Cora and her husband might still reconcile after all this drama. That's the honest truth. And so the breakup even makes you tighter. The breakup actually makes you more valuable. Just like now, as Cora and her husband are going through this stuff and they are reading comments, they will see that they will try to want, if they are reading comments, they'll be like, people, because they are loved. In as much as they are having misunderstanding and people are dragging them, they are loved. They are one couple that people don't want them to dissolve. When they even get to read the beautiful comments, they can sit down and say, let's make it work. They are genuinely loved. I love them as couple. If you make a bad choice, your marriage is already spoiled. It has nothing to do with what somebody's saying. The moment you are married to people that are not teachable, because some of you are married to people that are not teachable, they cannot learn and they cannot unlearn. Your marriage have already spoiled. It has nothing to do with what somebody's saying on Facebook. Some of you just like pushing blame. It is your choices that spoil your marriage. It is your choices that are your marriage. It is not what Blessing CEO is saying. Blessing CEO is just a guide. Blessing CEO will just give you opinions. And oftentimes, I've told you before, what used to spoil marriage is not cheating. All this cheating and all this one are just noise. The things that used to scatter marriage are very minor things, very small. That small thing that will be lingering, it becomes big. It's like a little drop of water. Bum, 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 is an ocean. That's it. Those small things. If you actually listen to the real thing that is causing trouble in this marriage, you will laugh. It might be one small thing, small like this. So it's not even the big things that spoil marriage. It's the tiniest of things that we overlook. Ordinary. So now ordinary this one. So now ordinary water. So now ordinary hair. That's what used to spoil marriage. That's what lingers and it becomes, very, very huge. So if you're married, please pay attention. If you are single, please pay attention. Marriage. If you marry the wrong spouse, you will suffer. All of us are running heavenly race. if you make the mistake to marry a wrong spouse, you will start to face your own hair fire before you get to heaven. So you need to pay attention. You need to pay attention. Somebody said walking away is not that easy. If walking away is not easy, stop complaining. It's simple. Walking away is not that easy. Fine. If walking away is not that easy, stop complaining. Shut up and stay there. Until you are ready to leave the situation, then stop complaining. Why complain about the things that you don't want to change? Every time you are lamenting, you are grumbling. You have the power to walk. You are not crippled. They did not tie you. They did not kidnap you. It's just that walking away is not easy. Then why are you complaining? Is mouth not paining you? Are you not tired of talking? It is your complaint that is betting our opinion. Because if you don't complain, we'll not even know that you're suffering in marriage. You will suffer there in peace. But no, you don't want to walk away and you keep lamenting, you keep complaining, you keep grumbling. Oh, men are wicked. Oh, men are... You are still in the marriage. Men are scum. You are still in the marriage. It simply means you don't know what you want. If you know you cannot walk away, don't complain. I said it yesterday. It's either you endure, you manage the situation, or you let it go. Those people that don't know how to let go, they are managing, they are enduring. The best of endurance comes in when it is not easy for you to let go. Those that want to let go, go. You that cannot let go, manage and endure. Don't disturb us now. You can't be saying it is not easy to let go. Only you still complaining. Hey. Choose a struggle. Choose a struggle. Stay one place. Stay in one place. Either you are in or you are out. No, fuebe. Next question. Somebody said walking away is very easy, my sister. Leave all these people. When they are ready to walk away, they walk away. They will not even tell you. I remember when my ex-husband was beating me. My mom would tell me, Nkiru, are you sure you will not come home? I would say, Mommy, don't worry. Don't worry. His marriage is not that bad. My uncle will call me, Nkiru, this man will kill you. Are you sure you will not come home? I say, Uncle, don't worry. I'm good. Uncle, don't worry. The day I finally left my ex-husband, I did not tell anybody. Initially, before, when I did not want to leave, I would complain. I'll call my mom. I'll call my dad. I'll call my friends. I'll call my uncle. I'll be complaining. See, this man want to kill me. Yet I will not go. I'll be in the marriage and be complaining. I'll call my parents and give my parents burden. My mother will be worried. Nkiru, are you okay? Yesterday you were crying. Are you okay? My father will be worried. My uncles will be worried. My sister will be worried. Every time I'll be complaining to them. Oh yeah, come back home now. Mommy, it's not easy. It's not easy to leave my marriage. Only me is complaining. At some point, my mother does not sleep. Nkiru, are you okay? Nkiru, I had a dream about you. Go leave the marriage. Mommy, don't worry. I'll be fine. I'll be okay. The day I finally left my ex-husband, the day I finally walked away, nobody told me to walk away. I did not even tell anybody. The day I left my ex, I did not complain. I did not call my mother. I did not call my father. I did not call my brother. I did not call my sister. I walked away on my own. So all these people that are saying, it's not easy. When you are ready, my sister, you will not even come to social media self. The day you will want to walk away, social media will not even hear it. You know, we don't know. You will just walk away. Probably it's when you have walked away after a few years, you come and telling us, hey, whoa, I walked away 2 years ago. I was that lady on Blessing CEO's life that